It's Patrick Hutzel from intensivecareathome.com.au, where we provide tailor-made solutions for long-term ventilated adults and children with tracheostomy by improving their quality of life, and where we also provide tailor-made solutions to hospitals and intensive care units to save money and resources whilst providing quality care. In last week's blog, I talked about, can you learn to look after someone at home with a tracheostomy and ventilator? You can check out last week's blog by clicking on the link below this video. In this week's blog, I want to share an article from the ABC that once again highlights the dilemma that many patients and their families face when approaching their end of life in a hospital. The number of people wanting to die at home, if given the choice, is greater than 70%, and yet less than 15% actually do die at home. It's very sad to find that health services are still not stepping up to the plate and outside of their comfort zone and deliver to patients and their families what they actually want and need. In essence, many hospitals, including intensive care units, operate in a vacuum when it comes to end-of-life situations, ignoring the fact that people want to die at home. It also shows, once again, that hospital in the home, community and palliative care services in Australia are at least 30 years behind other first world countries when it comes to palliative care in the community. This includes specialized areas like intensive care, where some end-of-life situations can be managed at home and give people what they want. The Australian and New Zealand Intensive Care Society, ANZICS, has published in the latest statement from their 2014 edition about ANZIC's statement on care and decision making at the end of life for the critically ill, that patients and families, as well as health professionals in intensive care, should have choice and control over where death occurs. This is on page 121 of the ANZIC's statements, and yet in reality this is hardly more than a lip service, as very few intensive care units and very few intensive care health professionals are prepared to step up to the plate and outside of their comfort zone. I really urge hospitals, intensive care units, as well as departments of health and private health insurances to finally step up to the plate and engage services that actually give people what they want in end-of-life situations. Other first world countries have shown that win-win situations can be achieved in end-of-life situations by giving patients and families what they want, by freeing up expensive and in-demand hospital and intensive care beds, and therefore saving money. So please find a link to the article from the ABC where you can find Dying at Home, thousands of Victorians unable to receive community-based palliative care while hospitals attract funding. Thank you. What are your thoughts? Where would you want to die, or would you want your family members to die if given the choice? Leave your comments on the blog. Please note that Intensive Care at Home has been selected as a preferred provider for Queensland Health Services. We're also currently hiring enthusiastic and experienced intensive care nurses with critical care certificate for ventilated Melbourne clients close to the CBD. For more information, check out our careers section, or you can contact me on 041 094 2230. Thank you for tuning into this week's blog. This is Patrick Hutzel from intensivecareathome.com.au, and I'll see you again in another update next week.